Hi, so this is part 2 of the second scrapbook. I should watch the time. I should have ended part 1 earlier. I hadn't realized that I was going so long. I just like talking about my pictures. I love pictures, I love photography, I love memories. It's just my thing. So I just love to talk. And so yeah, probably no one will actually watch that entire video, which I totally understand, because there are some people that I love following and I will skip ahead in their videos. So if you do that, I'm really not going to take it personally, because 15 minutes is a really long time if you are not interested in other people's lives. But yeah, so back to that scrapbook. I ended with some random stuff in our junior year. And it also had my first year at camp, which was 07, before junior year. So then this is going on to my second year of camp, is where this one picks up. This was my second time back at Path of Life. I bought myself my first stack of paper ever. My very first time going to the craft store and buying scrapbook paper, and it was on sale, and I was like, oh, I love glitter. So I made the mistake of picking up this stack, not knowing better, because when it comes to glitter paper, a lot of glitter paper that you can find, including some that I have in my stash over there in my room, the glitter is in the paper. Like, it has like a plastic coating over it. Like, it's not going anywhere. But with this, it's not actually literally stuck to the paper. Like, it's like if you put a really thin layer of glue down and sprinkle glitter all over it. So like, if you can see, like, there's glitter, like, I don't know. But anyways, so I did some borders, I cut out stuff, put the 2008 with some number stickers I had. Yeah, we have to do this truss wall during staff training. And this was us teaching some of the guys how to do a cheerleading mount so that they could get up over the wall. And this was the kitchenette page for that year. Used the glitter paper, and then I also got this smaller set of stuff that mostly had punch outs, like frame punch outs. So I used frame punch outs, and then I wrote everyone's name next to them. So yeah, that was also the year I met Liza Jane. Yay! And that's when peace, love, and happiness began. Yay, peace, love, and happiness. So yeah. And this was the cowboy page, which it took me a long time to do because I really didn't have a lot of cowboy pictures. Basically, I started by doing this part, which I loved. I used these blue letters that I had bought, and then a couple of these punch outs, and then some other paper to make just this cool side border. But then I only had 3 pictures, so it kind of took me a while. But it's super simple, but I kind of like it. It had Scott and Brad, and then Ben, and then Jonathan again. So yeah. And then this was the counselors, which I spelled wrong. So the next time you're scrapbooking, check spelling before you do it, especially when you're going to work really hard on something. Because, like, I worked really hard to handwrite this font. Like, I made it up, like, I don't know. It was really hard to do, and I worked on it a really long time. And then it took me forever to get the pictures to lay right, and then put the guys over here. It was a hassle. And then I did this page over here because in that summer there was 4 different relationships on staff. And these 2 are actually already married, and they are now serving our country in the military. And then this is Jonathan and I, and we're getting married in less than 2 months. So yeah. But anyway, so I basically used just a plain piece of paper, used a slightly patterned piece to do borders on the side, used a heart sticker in each corner. I really like being even and symmetrical. And then I spaced these out fairly evenly, and then wrote love and friendship. And then I kind of used a pen to scribble to put some pattern on the back paper. And then this is for senior year. Most of our senior pictures, like my best friend and I took with another friend of ours. Like, we just went out with our cameras and just took a lot of pictures together. So basically I used this really cool blue pattern paper, some corners here. I made a border center thing here that says senior pics. Then I cut out like index size. They're slightly bigger than nowadays index size, but this was the index size on my computer at the time, of random like fun ones that we did, and then did a crazy picture of us together. Because I wasn't doing this page actually for the most of the serious ones, just for fun ones. And then down here, there's a nice serious one of Katie, a nice serious one of me, and then a crazy one of Heather because I wanted to. So yeah, I did really like how this page came out. It's simple, but I liked it a lot, the layouts and stuff. And then I really liked this one a lot. It shows that I am progressing. I laid out, this is just Heather and I playing in the leaves because that's how we roll. And so I cut out, on like vellum, I cut out these little leaves and traced them in green and then spelled out friends with them. And then I outlined with Sharpie the pictures in green and did like these little corners to them and little dots on the side just to add something. I don't know, I like how that came out a lot. And then senior year for cheerleading. Again, you can tell that I'm getting better at this whole scrapbooking thing and that I got more supplies. So I just put pictures of the squad. This was just a nice picture of us. Crazy picture at our slumber party, and then a nice picture of us. I put cheer 09. This was a picture of the squad from when the squad went to the Carousel Mall together. That was an inside joke for us. This was a picture of Jonathan and I when I won All-Star at the Ross Corners tournament. And then this is Katie and I. We were seniors, captains, and All-Stars that year. And then this was the junior-senior banquet that year. And theirs was, their theme that they did, the junior class did, was A Night to Remember. This is my name card. I cut out some extra blue stars and just did pick Jonathan and I. This is us getting ready. Picture of just Jonathan and then of Heather and I together. And then this page I kind of hate a lot, but I was struggling creative-wise and I just never wanted to redo it, so I just threw a bunch of pictures on there. This was a little sword. You can still, like, I had to use so much rubber cement, you can still see it. This was from something there, and then bobby pins because we use so many stinking bobby pins in our hair, and a silver star, and yeah, plain page, but whatever, it's there. And then this is from my first trip to New York City. This technically would go earlier in the book. I don't remember why I moved it. I was trying to reorganize it a different way and just never finished it. This was my first time ever going to New York City, so this is my first Metro card ever. Again, really simple. Took typical touristy pictures. And this is from Black Friday with my friends. Did like this is turned into a Polaroid, like on Picnic, and then I like layered the pictures, and this one I actually used crayon to do the pattern on the back. Did like a checkered pattern. Black Friday Bash, used a sticker there. Me and my best friend, and then our two friends who are best friends. We've both been best friends for like all of elementary school and middle school and high school, and yeah. So then this is my first page in this book for Heather. I had a page for her in the other book too, but this is for like later in the year. So I took this picture that I really liked of us, used stickers to spell out best friends, put her name over here, did a big heart for this one, and spelled out inseparable down here. So yeah, it's simple, but I like how it came out. And again, like, look at what a difference like using stickers makes. It just adds so much to a page. And then this was another page for Heather and I that I had little stickers for, and I hand cut out the shapes. I lost my funky scissors, but I hand cut out, basically what I did to do this is I hand cut out the picture, and then I glued it on the paper, and then hand cut out the paper around it. So yeah, another heart down here and some stickers. And this one's for my friend Lindsay. And I used that shiny blue stuff again and spelled out her name over here. And then up here I used a bunch of candids in the index size. And this was the favorite picture of us that my friend Heather took. This is her senior picture. And then a picture of Heather and Lindsay together. Surprised that... Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. I take it back. And then there's like flower stickers, so I like that page too. The next comes a Terrible Trio, which has, I cut out just the pictures from like those photo booths, because I thought it made it look a little bit nicer. And then I used blue and brown because I love those together. Did this, spelled out Terrible Trio. I liked using the different letters for the two different words. Then this thing that has like this quote about friends. And just pictures of us, so there's that. And then this is my page for Tia. So I just wrote out memories, used some random little stickers here. I don't really know what that was for, but spelled out her name. Although now that I look at it closer, I think that that's actually a D, not an O. But anyways, this was her senior picture, and then a picture of the three of us. Pink and brown, I also love those colors together. I like a lot of colors with brown when it comes down to it. I love brown. And then this is a page for Jonathan and I. Has the photo booth, and then I use this polka dot paper here, and a sticker that says My True Love, and then a bunch of hearts, and then this is a sticky note he colored for me in high school, and this tag came on a rose that he got me at school at Valentine's Day, another sticker, so I really like that page a lot. And then I never finished senior year. I still have to do graduation and a couple summers of camp, working at camp still that I have to do, and which I have a ton of more pictures because I got a nice camera. And then I'm sure some other stuff that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. And then it goes to Broome, and this is for my graduation from Broome in 2011. And that's the only page that I have for that. And then basically since 2011 I have to document everything in my life until then, which not all of it will be going in these. I've kind of moved on from these for the most part. There's some stuff I'm still going to put in these, just because, but there's other stuff that will go in other things. I have a 8x8 album that is for pre-wedding. I will be having a probably 12x12 wedding album that I will make on top of the one we buy from the photographer, and then at some point I'll show you the mini scrapbooks that I've made for Jonathan over the years. There's 4 of them that cover 5 years. There were 2 years that I put together because for some reason I didn't take pictures that year. It was a rough year for us. We did a lot of growing in that year, so there wasn't a lot of stuff that I had pictures of, like happy stuff, because it was there was a lot of struggles that year. So yeah, and then I have one for my senior trip to Florida, and then I have the large one that I got for the scrapbook haul video that I'd done, which I'm doing for what used to be the mini albums. Now that we're getting married, Jonathan suggested I just start doing big ones for our lives, and then just, do more than 1 year in an album. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also still have to do an album although I don't know what book I'm going to use for it yet, or if I have to get a new one, but I'm going to do one for my missions trip to Costa Rica. So, I have a lot to catch up on. But yeah, those are my very first scrapbooks ever. Eventually I will show you the other scrapbooks that I have as well, and then when I scrapbook new stuff, I will show you that. So, thanks. I hope that helped at all, or anyone who was super bored found it mildly interesting. So, yeah.